Hello, friends. It's time for some FACEIT League. We got our final match of Master Division for regular season taking place here tonight. Monday is normally an expert day. It's true. It's true. For all you others go, wait a minute. You always do expert on Mondays. It's true. But I got this match requested, and there's a couple things. A, we'll probably see both of these teams in expert next year or next season anyway. Yeah, Nightmare Rotation are your reigning champions from season 3 in expert division. Both these teams kind of graduated up this season. Both these teams had a little bit of a struggle bus ride through season 4. Both these teams are coming in with 1 win apiece. Both these teams were able to beat Team Vex, but neither team able to beat Supernova, who's directly above them at 3-12. And Team Vex were able to beat Supernova and as well, I believe, beat Midori or Sienna Heights. Sienna Heights. Yeah. So Vex beat Supernova and Sienna Heights to get to their 3-12 record, but they're also able to take maps off of some of these other teams. From here down is going to get relegated automatically without any matches or any kind of safety net. Never mind, T2 nut job doesn't exist. So it's bottom 3. And 3 of these 4 teams will end up with a 3-12 record. I think both SNV and Team Vex will have the map score over whichever team wins this tonight. But I don't know that for sure. I don't have the math on that. That was just from kind of going in and like when I went back and looked at like each of these teams' matches against like the teams above them, in kind of this range. Team Vex seemed to have the most success. Seemed to be taking the most maps off of the teams that they lost to that were around them in the standings. But so it's our final match for Master Division across the board for regular season. EMEA is done. This will conclude in A, and I believe South America and Oceania are both done as well. I believe the match we had on yesterday concluded the South America region as they're about to kick off playoffs. Last time we had Nightmare Rotation on, they hadn't had as much practice time. They hadn't had as much. They hadn't had as much time together. They hadn't been playing the game as much. To quote Dirt, we kind of became low bobs, was Dirt's quote going into the last time we saw this team. I think it was 3 weeks ago, maybe actually right at a month ago, was the last time we had them on. And it looked a little rough. They did not look as coordinated as we had seen as the championship squad that, took grand finals in expert at the end of 2024. Like, I didn't expect Nerve Shawama, thank you for the follow, by the way. I didn't expect Nightmare Rotation to come in and like blow the doors off of NA Master, but they haven't looked as coordinated as we had seen in the past. Kind of a traditional one-trick team, kind of. Some roster issues. That was kind of always, this team always kind of had some like, somebody doesn't show up or they have to make adjustments on the fly, but they still always made it work, right? So Nightmare Rotation have struggled to find that this season. Alternate has made a couple of changes from last we saw, but still the kind of that core roster. Gibbs Cabe, I can vouch, came up with the Maga Sombra composition that Amplify found so much success with here in the beginning of this year that they were able to win their way through qualifiers into OWCS, kind of on the back of Phone Sombra and Gap's Maga. Well, I believe Kibbs and Gabe were the ones that started that. We're the ones that, were the progenitors of that idea and of that composition. Now, since the meta has changed up and, since Hazard's been introduced, I think Alternate has also kind of struggled to find their footing in this new kind of meta. So, Nepal for first map. Maga and Symmetra banned out. Sorry about that, y'all. There it is. We're ready. Let's get into this thing. Oh, nice. They just started. We haven't missed anything. Whoops. I don't even have to ask. I know. I know Nightmare Rotation banned the Maga. I know Alternate banned the Sim. Kibbs is known for their Maga. Nightmare Rotation, Plato known for that Sim. No need to even ask. Harmony coming in is a bit new. We don't often see Harmony here. And Cordal playing today. You know, we're casting Cordal back in their console days. I don't know that I've ever seen Cordal in the battlefield here for rotation, to be perfectly honest. So this could be one of those adjustments, just not everybody's able to make it. So adjustments had to be made as far as roles and, you know, roster. But either way, it's going to be a swift first fight. We saw Cave get first blood. And Alternate will grab first cap. Yeah, and I was honestly kind of surprised we saw Dirt walk out on the Roadhog. You know, I pop into some Dirt streams. Dirt is just one of the most charming content creators we have in the scene. Evan has talked about a couple times about how, you know, the Hog is just so not playable and so difficult to make work. So does swap after the first fight. Kate once again will find first blood. Second verse, same as the first so far, but it's just a +1. Alternate not as swiftly following up on that kill. Dirt able to find the Mega and a little bit of sustain on this outside, but I see nothing but red outlines. Not enough, I don't see any blue DPS players at the very least. Okay, we do have Plato playing from this far side. Where's Harmony? Where's Harmony working in at? There it is. Harmony works their way in, finds their way into the fight, and finds a pick on Decay. Good job from Dirt, Cordal, and Bandit, as they're able to stay alive kind of through that. It was looking like a 3v5. Give time for reinforcements to show back up. But now Alternate do have a Kitsune Rush. Throw it over this point. Oh, game just run out there. I think thought it was gone mode. Got absolutely annihilated. Overclock out from Gabe. Pick onto Harmony. It was so close to that EMP. Not getting it up here. Wins out the duel with Dirt. Dirt brought an axe to a gunfight. 80% on the board here for Alternate. One Leaf overstays their welcome, though. Oh, Biblical is mad about it. Wants some revenge. They also overstay their welcome. 5v3. EMP. Fight for Nightmare rotation. Oh, the hack erupted. Oh, no. Lore hitting the battlefield here for Alternate. A play I don't know that I've ever seen play before. That was a wicked fast reaction to shut down the manual hack and the EMP setup. Now Biblical's trying to close it out with this blade. The EMP lands, actually, the sound barrier. Invested there from Cordal. EMP does now land on the floor with the Rampage hitting several as well, but a good cleanse, and the return EMP comes in from Kibbs. Ends up being a broken fight with Plato being the difference maker. Once both the Rampages settles, the overclock actually found the kills. Still Alternate finds the point. They're still out of this fight. The Squishies here from Nightmare rotation trying to hold on. The hack of the virus land, and Kids is back in spawn. A couple of shots land onto One Leaf, but they're able to go back. Taxi in, and it's still a 4v4 on this port. Dirt has returned, but Bandit is now down. So missing some sustain. Needs to get this finish onto Kibbs quickly. The shout's going to help them survive through the axe. And now a Kitsune Rush out of Lore right over the objective. No Bandit in this fight means not enough heals. And Alternate in a prime position to take this first round. Oh, that's a pause. Give me time to sip on my tea for a second. Some lovely green tea with jasmine. Oh, I take you for a jasmine man. I mean, yeah, it is a rematch. It is that rematch, dog friend. 100%. Now, are you talking season? Okay. Because you might be able to replace that with season 5 as well. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I could have done a slower fade out there. Oh, well. Of course, Nightmare Rotation swiftly handled that grand finals. So far, Alternate have been in control in this rematch. There's no map music. What, did the music glitch out because we paused? Dart sticking with the Junker Queen coming in this. We are getting the Mei swap. So a little bit of an adjustment. A little bit of battlefield control. This is one of the most, I don't know, one of the very unusual times that you see Nightmare Rotation in a mirror. Gets another squad. Of course, it's a Junker Queen mirror. I know Dirt's got a pretty mean Ramatra on him as well. I believe that's what Dirt's been playing in FACEIT Pro League. Nice shot for Plato. Cade was able to open up multiple fights there on that previous map on Village. You know, getting first blood in the first several fights in a row. This time Plato is here with the first two. He's going to find a 3K with that cleanup on to Biblical. Nightmare Rotation stabilized here, only giving up 23% after that first fight. Where the Lucio going around the outside. Yep. So there's the two split. Kibbs and the rest moving up on the stairs, see if they can clean off this high ground. Try to push in on Plato. We'll force the Sojourn back down. Imagine Rotation could try to regroup and take the 5v2, but Gibbs quickly closes in from the other side. So Bandit's going to throw in this. We got a Kitsune rush, 1 kill already. Now the Junker Queen's going head to head. Rose, thank you for the follow. Sound barrier engaged coming out here from Nightmare Rotation. Consider rush from Lore. Rampage, oh, looks enormous. It's going to hit 3. Only 1 gets cleansed. Going into the back. Came in. 1 leaf for solo, but 1 leaf still manages to get that sound barrier down. The Blizzard's on the point, but Biblical is dashing through it from one end to the other. And cleaning up everybody along the way. 70% on the board for Rotation, but Alternate will flip. Yep. Exactly. The sim got banned now. Very targeted bans from both sides, as a matter of fact. Right out of the gate. Plato overclocked, high ground rush. You heard the shot come in, just help speed him forward. Kibbs was on the front of the objective, poised to try to rampage, but has to use their shot just to disengage and fall back into cover with that incoming speed. Cade, no, drop it in over the top. Kibbs still looking to set up with that ultimate. Little ring around the rosy here from both of our teams. The rampage is in. Does not see a cleanse coming in from Bandit, and a very low Dirt is going to hit it. 6 feet under, as a matter of fact. Back onto the point. Alone Harmony gets cleaned up. 75 and counting now for Alternate on the board. So there, rush engaged. Nice knife lands. A very low 1 leaf. Not going to get out of that. I think the bleed damage would have killed it. Plato hadn't. Very wide flank from K, but with the Kitsune rush still out, ill-advised. Still had time to spare, but Alternate gets a little impatient in that fight. And Rotation stay clean through it. This one's going to 99.99. One we're going to have Cordial Sound Barrier a bit ahead of One Leaf Clover, although Lore held on to that Kitsune Rush through that previous fight. Harmony could have the Blizzard that makes the difference, though. Blizzard's so good at a Kitsune Rush, you can just devalue the whole area. Well, they're going to leap down in the back. Kims could be in trouble. The Kims is able to fight their way out the front with the Kitsune Rush landing in the middle. Sound Barrier hits all 5, and Dirt runs down Biblical there on the front lines, building up another rampage that they're immediately going to drop onto Kibbs. Kibbs trying to hide away in the corner. Nightmare Rotation will flip the objective. One Leaf is almost built up to the rest of that Sound Barrier. No! Gets taken out of it! Bandit with the AJ. The Blizzard escaped by Kibbs' rampage, and Cabe is going to come up with 2 here at the end. Bandit almost delivers it with a clutch pick onto One Leaf, but it's not quite enough. Stats. Lore coming in. Fused Deaths in the lobby. There. Then that carry roll. Oh. I know. Thank you, LeSeraphim. Came in the surge with most elims. 22 and 4. Most damage in the lobby as well. Exactly 100 damage over Dirt on the other side. Mostly in the JQ. One team fight in the Roadhog. Sided against it. Was back into the Junker Queen. So a Suravasa pick here out of Nightmare Rotation heading into map 2. Let's see. We are going to get rotation on the right side and a Genji band out. See if we get any lineup changes here. Going to Suravasa, I don't anticipate a whole lot of composition changes. Again, we may see Dirt and Rotation kind of fall into more of a Ramatra setup. Particularly with the Symmetra now available to kind of teleport around and kind of, move the composition around a bit. Okay. And we're getting the Maga band out from alternate. That was a good music fade. I love it when that happens. That was a good music fade. Let's get a map 2. Okay, Dirt actually showing us the Orisa. Obviously. This Orisa pick, a little unexpected, but kind of in that same vein. I mean, we are going to get Harmony on the Symmetra. So, I mean, similar style with, you know, the Orisa instead of the Ramastra in that sustain heavy ground and pound match. Biblical Auto Tracer is the only change compositionally here from Alternate. And once again, Cave 5 First Blood. Found it back on Nepal. We'll find it here on Suravasa. We did get a free cap there from Nightmare Rotation. But a good surround there. A good surround move on to Bandit. We'll bring them down. Yeah, Biblical, Kibbs, and Cave all coming in from different directions onto the most vulnerable and important target. Nightmare Rotation. Get the knees cut out from underneath them, and that point flips right on back. They did manage to build up 44%. Plato kind of just die on point. A bit late to stall it out. Oh, now a stagger here could be kind of nasty. Oh, Bandit's going to go down again. Oh, Cornell's not going to make it out either. Oh, those are some brutal staggers. This will give it Alternate the lead as far as percentage is concerned. Overwatch haters, so these players are insane. This is an awesome match. I agree wholeheartedly. I agree wholeheartedly. Been watching both of these teams grow through since season 2 of FACEIT League, and some of them even longer. Like Cave here. Nano boost available from Bandit. We heard the Terror Surge already come out from Dirt, and Plato's able to pick up one leaf Clover on the back of that. So close to that sound barrier. I mean, it ends up being a really nice kill there on the back of that fight. Now looking for some staggers of their own. You see the headshots land on the lore. What's up, Nog Fred? Juice, appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, Juice had the mantle of Chime handed down earlier, I guess last week. You know, I was watching that VOD. That was like the most wholesome thing. That was so cool. Pulse Bomb doesn't quite lay out. Nanobo's thrown on to Plato with an overclock pop, but there is a sound barrier from the other side still. Oh, One Leaf just sticks their head down. Plato rips it clean off. Nightmare Rotation will grab this first point. Gibbs off the JQ, decides Winston's the way to go to try to dance around this recent composition. Perhaps try to get in the back line. You see KB eating a spear there. Plato and company are going to be on this far back coastal side. Oh, nasty shot. Open this up. Once again, Plato finds first blood. Getting way more angry in these fights here in map 2. And that's going to result in another early cap from Nightmare Rotation. Still a 5v4 going on in their favor. 3 players from Alternate looping around this side, trying to take control of this coast. That's a boop. Yeah, One Leaf Clover is going to put Plato down. More coming up on this Kitsune Rush. Try to capitalize. Terra Surge thrown in from Dirt. Did not see anybody caught in that. Terra Surge, sound barrier thrown in to try to fend off through the sound barrier. Nice! An energy jab. Spears Kibbs through the heart. Dirt, you're just a heartbreaker, you. Nanobo's now throwing it onto the Battle Cattle. Able to avoid a pulse bomb. Sound barrier in. And that was... One Leaf just went, like, flying into the back line with that sound barrier. Dirt and company rotate to try to kind of fend off this Lucio. They don't want to allow any free access. Good Bionade lands there from Bandit. Somehow, One Leaf Clover gets out of there in one piece. Bandit loops around to this side to try to take this back. One Leaf returns out of nowhere to find 2. Overclock from Cave, trying to follow up what Lucio started. Alternate managed to flip the point. Crazy fight. God, I love these two teams. Man, that's just fun fights. 96% primal rage. Gives weights in their perch. There comes the leap into the back. That's 3 caught. Okay, the teleport there. Everybody could get out. Gabe's trying to knock him on the other side. Gets Harmony with that. Got Cordal super low as well. Biblical will finish off the ladder. And despite Kids going down, they did so much damage. Biblical with a couple more kills on the back. It's going to be 3 for Biblical in this fight. Tying us up here on Suravasa. Okay, fine, Bandit. We'll go take a look at you. That's all I think when I hear that from across the map. Keep an eye on this Kitsune rush. Could you just take the high ground? If you throw it onto the point, I think everybody from Nightmare's just going to back up. Once again, for the 3rd objective in a row, Plato finds first blood. This one will give the team a massive sound barrier advantage, which I expect to leverage them directly. Bandit tried to nano Plato, but I think it went to nothing. The nano is lost to everybody but themselves. Cordal with 1 health, backing away, but 1 leaf comes up to finish that one. Terrorist Surge does take down Cade, but Biblical, Kibbs, and 1 leaf still hanging out on this point. Giving alternate all they need to grab this opening cap. Oh, and catch Harmony late. Start back into the Roadhog. A little anti-monkey. Kibbs takes an anti-nade, but is still able to dance and duck around through the doorway to avoid death. Cordal comes in, tempting fate in this backline. Meanwhile, Dirt is able to clean up. Well, Cordal finds that kill. Cordal still with sound barrier available. Overclock out of cave. Leap it into the back line alongside Biblical. Got low. The hook in, but the recall is there. Still, from a sound barrier, Dirt and Plato have blossomed into 3Ps here in totality from Nightmare rotation. Harmony coming up with those final 2. This is looking like the cap with 0.6 seconds per percentile. It's going to be very difficult for Alternate to make it back onto this point. We'll see if they want to give it a go. All right, Kibbs looks like with that Primal Rage, they're going to go ahead and make an attempt at this thing. Eating a Bio-Nade, they're forced out of the fight for a moment. Oh, I think I even saw Lore use the Suzu on that as well. Not going to have that. Lord needs to stay alive long enough to get the Kitsune rush in. There it is. Dirt receives a nano boost. We've got a couple of support ults on the battlefield. A lot of extra damage to go around. 1 leaf able to dance and dodge around the scrap gun. Here comes the Winston to try to back him up. Quarter will find 1 leaf, but Dirt gets brought down. Plato's still on the outside, close to this overclock with Harmony able to burn down Kibbs with that microwave beam. There's nothing but squishies left on this point. A 3v2. And it's not good enough for Alternate to make a presence. That is Nightmare rotation, capping Palace and taking a 2-1 lead. Plato coming to help and get their supports out of trouble on this backside. Now Cape finds themselves in a mismatch and very low on health. 1 leaf Clover's going to come in and bail them out. Meanwhile, back on the point. Ooh. Cabe actually finds Plato on the return. Good shot for Bandit, though. Whoops. Able to find one, it's not gonna be enough. Gabe's able to hunt down one while Kids takes care of the Ana. Nice little alt click to finish off Harmony as well. That was a beautiful pirouette there out of Dirt. I don't know if it's quite what they intended. Dirt did like a 1080 at least. All right. Rotation around the outside. Photon barrier to split the point. Dirt with the whole hog. Oh, I've been waiting to say those words. Can they get the Winston out? You got the jump. Makes it back onto dry ground. Still opened up a lot of space here on this point. Bandit in a bit of trouble on the backside. Cade finds that kill. Biblical eats a shot and forced away, but Plato still in a nasty crossfire and gets caught. Cade comes up with 3 here in this fight. Nasty piece of work. Alternate now able to force us to a 5th and final flashpoint here for Suravasa. We're headed to Gardens. Lord's gonna go ahead and toss this Kitsune Rush up here to finish off that fight with Dirt. Kibbs popped a Primal as well. Did have to sleep off a little bit, but now has Plato in a very tough spot. This is a great start here for this 5th flashpoint for alternate. A key Kitsune Rush, or risky Kitsune Rush, you don't typically want to invest it that early, that far off the point, where rotation could disengage, but a great read out of Lore and the placement and timing of that ultimate. So they're able to run down Dirt and really open things up. Now a massive sound barrier advantage. Did not see Cordals come out in that last fight. I don't know if Cordal lost that last one. Overclock out in with the nano boost engage. Plato picks up 2 immediately. That didn't take long. A swift return. Vengeance from rotation has been enacted. They take this point back. Zing, thank you for the follow. Says Docs. Okay. Plato with a huge opening pick. Here for this 5th subpoint. Oop. Start trying to hit that vape. All out of there. Could have put themselves in a real tough spot. Into the meat grinder. The bacon maker. Able to escape. It has to back all the way up the stairs. This has opened up a lot of point presence. Using the symmetric teleporter, Dirt's trying to take it back. You see, head on a swivel with threats coming from all directions. It's time to pull out the whole hog. Let's maximize this scrap gun. See if we can eliminate some of those threats. With Plato taking Kibbs out of this fight, it's only about 10% needed here for Nightmare Rotation to tie up the series. They're going to come back to the objective, see if they can block any touch. Keep a close eye. There it is. Biblical will get the overtime started, but now how do you get back to it? Got to find a way to use this pulse bomb into the fight. Kibbs able to tiptoe in for a moment, also trying to hold on to their ultimate. Pulse lands out of Biblical. And we're going to get a Kitsune Rush thrown in from Lore as well. It's going to be enough to get the Primal Rage up. Alternate have to spin everything. They do indeed. Sound barrier lands from Cordal. Kibbs' Primal Rage. Trying to target Dirt. Gets slept for a moment. Just enough to disrupt the monkey. Now trying to go after Cordal in the skies. Cordal's able to skate away for a moment. Returning in to try to help Dirt get around this corner. Harmony is there with a juiced up beam as well. Kibbs so low in this fight, and Bandit's going to hunt him down. It was a nano boost out of Bandit that really did it. Moment to breathe as the yellow bar pops up. Do we get another touch in from alternate? No, they do not make it back. Rotation will take Suravasa. We're all tied up. Great bounce back, a 5-point Suravasa. Yeah, there's that Season 3 champion squad. There's the champions that we've been missing here. Rotation with a great map pick. Able to get Harmony back into that symmetrical role. You know, it's good to see Harmony back. We didn't get to see Harmony last time we had this team on. I think Plato was actually playing support as well last time we had this team on. Or at least for a couple maps. Nightmare rotation looking far more informed there at map 2. Dorado pick coming in from alternate. Let's take a quick gander at some stats. I imagine this is pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. Pretty darn even. Dirt leading the team and 13k damage, but Cade leading the server. 31-8 with 15.4k on the Sojourn. We mentioned the Dorado pick. It's a hazard ban coming out from alternate. They are going to start us off on the right-hand side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that for us now. That's what I needed. Good sip of tea. Okay, so Dorado pick, Gibbs, you know, leading into a bit of high ground. You know, Dirt is not necessarily a hog one trick. Definitely prefers the hog, but it does seem like most of the tools in Dirt's hero pool are kind of ground and pound based, right? I'm thinking the Orisa, the Ramatra. That's kind of, I mean, Junker Queen. I don't know that I've seen Dirt play a diva. You know, or you know, maybe we see a Wrecking Ball come out here. I don't think so. I think they're going to try to continue with the ground and pound strategy, but use the teleporter and kind of the redesigned Dorado to get around. That would be my guess. All right, let's head into map 3. I mean, never mind guesses. Let's get in and see what they want to do. Let's learn something. Let's let them show us. They are the experts, after all. No pun intended. Oh, that Maga band is old. That is a Widowmaker band. We'll see. You better break those pinatas. Okay, Plato coming out on the Bastion. There we go. Here now we're getting some classic Nightmare rotation. Roadhog, Bastion, Sip. Now this is feeling a lot more like Nightmare rotation I've come to know and love. Anticipating the Roadhog, we are going to get the Ana out of one leaf. That, I mean, it's you anticipate also the Winston composition. I mean, you're going to play the Brig on anyways. Now that I think about it. Opening sleep, Kib used that opportunity to just kind of sneak up underneath. Knows there's a teleporter there and doesn't want to risk the wheels coming out from Plato. Rotation from rotation. And they're going to go ahead and try to set up a defense back here in the courtyard. Biblical putting pressure in. You can hear the Tracer blinking around back here. Kibbs is going to go in and join. Finds a kill on the Bandit. Kibbs is able, Biblical's able to back up and get away. Actually, Kibbs too for that matter. Cabe's still stationed up Main Street there alongside one Leaf. So far, Alternate have done a good job of kind of getting through the first stage of this fight, and now are threatening the back of the courtyard. Bandit does have a pretty quick nano here, at least leading the server in ult charge. That's going to get it built up and all line. Give staging up top. Cabe on the point. Yeah, Cabe kind of, I think Cabe got hawked. Yanked in. There's a wheels down bastion in front of a nanoed Winston. With the bubble dancing, Kids is actually able to win out that duel, but Dirt gets a nano of their own. Able to find a kill on the war. Does Alternate have the health bars, the sustain to stick around on this point? I don't think they've got the staying power. Rotation win it out with pure tenacity. Here to make the hole with 2 minutes to go. Bob at the ready, but could easily be pushed away by the whole hog. I'm curious to see where exactly Cabe wants to place that. And we could be used late in the fight just to secure it. Perhaps maybe for some presence in the back to separate or suppress the supports. We'll see. It's an interesting opportunity or option there. Gibbs gets just annihilated. Alternate taking their time to set up as far as they can and in a big horseshoe. Trying to send Biblical, who's now on a Genji, by the way, so they can climb over that far wall. So Alternate have now executed their horseshoe. Who are they looking to get in on? Wheels down from Plato here in the back line. Kid's trying to go in, has the primal to work with. Biblical gets cut down before they're able to get in, and the Bob just gets slept and destroyed. Still, it's a 4v4 left on this point. Jort's whole hog faking up front. They got purpled, but still standing about half health. Gibbs able to move into the back line, pick up corner with the primal rage. I'll leave it back onto the point. There's a nano boost, and Plato wheels down to the other side. Gotta watch out for the extreme amount of damage from that Gatling gun. But a wonderful bionade sends Dirt back to spawn. Leap into the back, secures the point. Gibbs gets through it with 75 health, and purple is a bruise, but gets through it they do. What? What, Consuelo? Right at 2 minute delay. I don't know, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Sorry, just the way that the cinema on that played out. It looked like they caught the dynamite and just threw it back. They're like, nah, we don't want this. Let's go rotation. Oh. Shot out of Plato, lad, square. Here comes Biblical. Katana in hand? Nope. Katana on the ground. Plato with the galactic gun there on the new Seraphim skin. Looking clean. Looking clean. I love the skin. This and the ER skin are both so good. I'm not a big K-pop person, but those skins are fantastic. So is this hole. 65 seconds to go. Here for rotation. Oh, almost got that hook on the Cabe. That was a cool teleporter. The teleporter was set up in that far room. Now, Kibbs doesn't move in and clear it out, but very clever. I like it. Gabe trying to do work from the other side. That hook didn't land into Kibbs, but they are able to back away. Still a slow build on this primal rage, and Alternate running out of time. Biblical trying to press the issue onto the point. Already down. Rally up here from War. trying to engage, but Dirt gets a nano boost and is looking pretty indomitable down here in the streets of Dorado. Dancing around a photon barrier, able to keep both supports at bay. One Leaf's Clover has to be used onto the Brig, and even that will not be enough to keep the back line standing. Nightmare Rotation have cleaned off the streets of Dorado. They will be painted in purple with little skulls dancing all over. Touch? Yep, there's a touch. Bob is out. Oop, there we go. Ooh, Galactic Bob looks good. Galactic Security Bob. Whole hog off of Dirt on the point. Found 2. Is not going to let anybody close. Very completable win con set here for rotation. I wish there was another way to change the focal leaf besides middle mouse scroll wheel. That's all I wanted. I just like that view. I just thought that was a cool view. Fun playing with focal length. Rotation having fun playing heroes we're used to seeing him in. You can see the difference. You can tell this team is having a good time here. They're able to kind of get out of the meta. You know, we kind of saw him go into the mirror a little bit earlier. I don't know. It just felt begrudgingly, you know? We're back in classic rotation territory. Taking on Winston compositions. Or, you know, in this case, we're going to get a Diva composition coming out from kids with Biblical on the Pharah to try to deal with it. We'll see if rotation are able to continue to have a good time. You can see that the early teleporter already down. Daphne Blake, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you being here. All right, there's another move up top. Dirt was briefly purpled. Kim's moving over to the other house. Excuse me, that was Biblical. It's Gibbs moving in to find the kill on the Dirt. Followed him through that upper walkway. They able to clean it off. Nice double kill there out of Biblical. Drops the rocket. Look like direct onto both of them, as a matter of fact. A statement there out of Biblical and alternate in the first fight. Everybody makes the teleport. Rotation around to the high ground. Harmony is still back towards Spot. Yeah, it's on the elevator. Okay, does make it across. I was curious where they were going with that teleporter. Not really able to make it down this hallway. They just too much damage, particularly with the rockets. Harmony makes it in the back line, though. What a move to find Cabe. And is able to get out of there in the nick of time. Barrage lands onto Dirt, who was caught there in the little mega courtyard. Harmony still trying to see if they can bamboozle alternate on this attack, even without their tank in play. Biblical still giving them fits and able to kind of hide away, using the geometry of the map, stay out of sight lines of Plato down low. Biblical is forced all the way back. Harmony with the teleporter to the left-hand side. Try to squeeze in on that back left corner. Not give a little safe space for Biblical to set up and just put out enormous amounts of damage. Good shot from Dirt. The Hypersphere is ringing true. Rally pop from War on the point. Little hill pack towards Harmony, and Cordal's going to pop their own rally as well. Giant shield to giant shield. Maze to the face out of Cordal. Plato does drop in the backline, though. Cave has their own OC. Looking to clean it off on the other side of the gate. Finds a low nanoed Cordal on the sides right in front of the gate. Sleep Dart lands. I think rotation might just be running out of gas on this attack. It's a 4v2. Dirt goes down. Alternate did spend everything in their bank to get that retake, to get that hold. Photon barrier. Ooh, I love that teleport. Left side move, teleport to the point. Photon barrier up. Plato has an overclock right here on the objective. Picks up both DPS with that. Moves in. Kibbs is already long out of mech. And a blitzkrieg assault out of Nightmare rotation will get him that point on the board. Vehicle close to a barrage, but after the heavy investment from the fight before last, alternate are still looking a little dry. Bubble engage up top. Cordal gets stuck. Doesn't shield bash out. You see the nades come bouncing, rolling through. This is going to allow One Leaf to build up to the rest of that nano boost as well. Kind of getting alternate out of that economical hole. All right. Dirt. I don't know. It looked like it got interrupted. Maybe it just missed. Pulled out of it. Realized they were getting in too much of a dangerous spot. Nanoboo's thrown onto Biblical, though. Starts the dominoes fall in here. And One Leaf even getting in the mix. I told you the nano onto themselves makes them such a dangerous force. You get that extra damage on just that one shot alongside a damage boost. Biblical's putting rockets in from above. Man, it's nasty. Rotation, I mean, just kind of got caught like hogs in a barrel. Right side teleport with less than a minute to go. Bandit with a nano boost and a rally available here from rotation as they're trying to push inside. Plato gets caught. It looks like we're going to get a full defensive rotation. You can see all of alternate have just dropped to the point. Cave set up on the base of the stairs. Nice hook lands on the Kibbs, but they're going to drop down and get topped up. Teleport set up. How do Nightmare approach this 4v5? It's going to be the rally pop first. Cordal going to use that to try to keep the high ground clear. Biblical's barrage does get one before getting interrupted. Now Bandit kind of jumping up top. Oh, beautiful sleep from the ledge. Cordal's rally's still going. The jump down kill is good. I think it's the only one they're going to get here, though. No more supports left standing from Nightmare rotation. They're going to have to do this without any kind of heals. Dirt comes back, gets a hook in. Plato got an OC from the top, and One Leaf is down. It's both supports gone, as a matter of fact. Kibbs does still have this primal rage and immediately just stomps on Harmony. Goomba stomps him back to spawn. They are the only alternate player left, and this card's getting dangerously close. I said that. Cave's coming in from Bankside. Biblical on the Sombra, actually coming in from Bankside. Dirt receives the nano boost on the point. Bionade lands, and the up-close personal headshot will get it done. No way! Did Nightmare rotation just... Oh, no! Oh, no! Insert Michael Scott meme here. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. I mean, rotation had that. Rotation had that. Look at some stats. I want to make sure I don't miss anything here. So Esperanca, rotation, you're going to go back to the right-hand side with the FAR ban. I'll leave y'all some stats while I go fix that. I don't even know what to say. That hurts. I mean, nobody even talked shit in chat or nothing for that one, right? Like, everybody was just like, ooh. You know, nobody even dropped the C9. Like, everybody just kind of knew that one hurt. Everybody just kind of knew that one hurt. Rotation had that. We're gonna get the we're gonna get the hog ban in from alternate. I'm heartbroken for him. I'm heartbroken for him. Hey, you know what? They look good. They look good on that map. They look like the net rotation we all know and love. They were looking coordinated, great teleport moves, great, positioning and, quick movement around the map. Just that error at the end. Oh my. Hey, they got this. We're headed into map 4. Still a chance to bring it back. Okay. Moving forward. Hazard comp time out of Nightmare rotation. Plato comes out on the Ash. First time tonight we've seen Plato on the Ash, I believe. We saw Cabe on the Ash a little bit. It could be. No, that sounds right. We saw Cabe on the Ash earlier. Well, the Sojourn with that extra maneuverability, able to circle around and get the better end of that duel. And it's been these two. It's been Cabe and Plato trading all night long on who finds first blood. And it feels like every single one of those first bloods, I don't have the factual information on this, but it feels like every single one of those has turned into a first fight win. This one is definitely looking to follow suit. Oh, Bandit, that sleep just saved your hide. 1 health with that knife pull coming in, but the sleep lands. Kibbs is forced to fall back around the archway. Harmony and Bandit have built up, Dirt and Bandit have built up some wicked fast ult charge here. You can see the downpour already. That's a good downpour if you want to let it rip. I don't think Alternate would have been expecting it that soon, but Dirt didn't feel like they had the cooldowns to properly follow up on it. Certainly don't want to waste a powerful ultimate like that. Whoops, wrong one. Goes into the random screenshot pile. I love looking at Harmony's teleporters. Just the absolute best teleporters. Oh. Crow gets caught. 16 from down barrier. Guess who's got it? One Leaf has got it in the pocket, ready to go. Cave takes Harmony down. Dirt doesn't stand a chance. Quick flick over to Bandit as well. Nice 3-piece out of Cave. And just the one sound barrier invested. Now, I mean, granted, you didn't really invest anything on the other side. Dirt did get the downpour in, I suppose, but swaps. If they didn't use the downpour, they'd have like 30% ult charge, right? That's the checkpoint picked up. No contest. They weren't quite able to get out there in time. You see Nightmare Rotation trying to set up for this split approach. But here comes Alternate rushing down the two that are remaining in the street. Cordal does drop the sound barrier in. But an overclock from Cave can still be mighty dangerous, particularly with that Container Rush. Never mind. Dirt knew the danger of that. Immediately targets Cave with that nano boost. One leaf low. No energy javelin to try to stop the ultimate, and Dirt is purpled. In a bit of trouble on this outside. Ah! I was trying to go to some kids' pop. What a boop out of Cordal. Cordal comes in to save the Orisa, but now can Dirt get out of there? The teleport in, the knife lands, Lore gets the shot and takes the Orisa down. Sending the Battle Cattle back in to watch a respawn timer. Ultra to continue to press this issue and the bot. Where's Cordal? Photon barrier overclock. Let's see if Plato can get in a good position. Plato wants to take this top left high ground. Is currently being suppressed a little bit from Cade there in the windows. And you can see is inching their way closer and closer to set up for this. Oh, don't know if they expected Kids to be waiting around that corner though. Kids, sees a lot of squishy targets back there, but the Boopon denies the Carnage from connecting. Dirt falls, but Plato's OC is in play. Bandit picks up a kill, and Plato picks up two. The nice slide through. What a shot. I believe it's a 3v2 in rotation's favor at the moment. It might be a 2v2 here. Yeah, looking like a 2v2 here. Alternate able to sneak 108 meters out of that. Got a little bit of extra meterage with those trades through that fight. Energy Jav land. Sound barrier up. Photon barrier in response out of rotation. Alternate just back up on the other side of the archway, waiting. I mean, there's a couple of great angles. That's what I'm trying to say. You can throw this Kitsune Rush. Yeah, they're going to wait for Dirt to try to push in and throw it across laterally. Dirt with the nano boost, drops the Terror Surge, and is able to capture Cave with that. Remember, Orisa did get a little buff to that initial damage on the Terror Surge a few months back. And you kind of see it coming into play there with that quick pull of the trigger. Kim's Rampage does pick up two. Cordal Sound Barrier hits three of the four players remaining standing here. Bandit low, but continues to pour shots in. Biblical comes in over the top, dashing for the kill. Would love to have gotten Cordal with that as well. It's being a trade here. Let's go check in with Dirt and Harmony, who are still alive and well. Lore with the swift step out, doesn't get far. Kids does finish off Dirt, though. Ooh, and we'll get Cordal, too, with a couple of keen shots off that shotgun. Dope. Biblical eats a right click. Harmony's almost got another photon barrier up. I feel like Harmony just had this ultimate, like, moments ago. Purple lands on the Kids. Dirt's going to try to take advantage of that. Kids shouts to get back around the corner. So, doesn't have that 13-second cooldown to engage with. Cave try and see if they can create something. Biblical is actually the real fear factor here. 3 Ps for Biblical throughout this fight. Make it 4. Kib's low. It does have a Rampage to work with here. You can see the Nano Boost also available from Bandit on the other side. Could use that to try to push in. Honestly, might have been the win of opportunity while Kibs was kind of low and hiding away, but now with the Kitsune rush up, rotation just hiding behind their photon barrier for the moment. We are going to get the Plato overclock, try to push in, but here comes Vehicle's Blade the other side. Shot down. Beautiful shots. Plato picks up two. Wait, did that AJ one leaf as well? No, the Blade was first. I think the Blade was with the excuse me, the beat was with the Blade. Still, I mean, you basically shut down two ultimates. Even if the sound barrier hit the ground, it did not get it done. Plato's having none of it. Rotation back in control. Biblical's already picked up one here. Terror Surge out. Suzu was already used, but with Kibs taking down Cornel, that is a quick disengage from rotation. Dirt has to just back around the corner, buy a little bit of time. Ooh, do not want to get killed here. Cade is one, drops down. The kill comes through from the top. Cade does fall with a nade from Bandit. But now just trying to hide down low. The Sleep Dart clipped the window. 3 seconds still left on the nade. Kibs, as well as Biblical, able to find that kill. The bot is just kind of hanging out in middle territory with less than a minute to go. And about an 80-meter lead here for Alternate. With the late stagger on the dirt, this is only going to exacerbate the problem for Nightmare rotation. Harmony with a quick thinking and a quick teleport to move over and grab this high ground. Stop the bot around this corner. Alternate, immediately obliged. But look at the rotation coming through the other side. With Biblical close to that blade, this could just be the nail in the coffin for this series. Ooh, kind of ends up alone. Nice deflect. Well timed to find Plato. Got stuck in the disruptor shot for a second. Still 5% away from the blade. The Consider Rush is in. Kibs throws down the Rampage, and Cabe has got an overclock here. Dirt is down. Nano not on the battlefield. And Corner just up a tree without a paddle. GG's in the chat. Alternate will win our final Master Division match of our Season 4 regular season. Oh, such good OC. Such a good overclock. Also kind of took over on that one. Kibs 22-1 with 10k damage. Dirt does end up with most damage in the lobby, but it's hard to deny that 22-1 coming out from Kibs. Magically, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very, very much. I don't know if we're gonna stick around. Oh, 5 Mile, I appreciate the raid as well. We may stick it around. I wasn't really planning on it. Wasn't really planning on sticking around. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we get an expert division match on here. Whoops. But congrats to Ulster, the big 3-1 there. Let's go back to our Master Division standings and see where we sit when it's all said and done. Oh, is that what that is? Team AST Design Academy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very, very much. Costa says it's not over. What do you mean it's not over? I mean, I'm all question marks 2-star. I'm right there with you. All right, let's check our standings. Is that all of our matches in? Yes. That is all of our matches in. It is still showing a tie here, though. So I don't think it's giving us an accurate tiebreaker list here. If so, Alternate actually managed to jump above SNV. And Team Vex will get the slot and stay a Master Division for Season 5. But considering it's still showing 12th through 14th, it's not giving us a definitive 12, 13, 14. It's hard to know. I want to say that, considering with that, I don't believe the tiebreakers have been set yet. I could be wrong on that. And if you have information out there that clarifies, by all means, let me know. You know, if you can elaborate on this, by all means, let me know. But that's that. There it is. Otherwise, there are your standings from Season 4. Your top 12, or your top 8 are definitely set. With, this story, the Avidity Eye story. Jeez, y'all. Oh my God, that's a heartbreaking story. Just because y'all, you come out and beat Dildux in a 3-2, like insane win. Huge congrats on that win. But Chain's family ends up winning their match. You know, they get their 3-1. And so Avidity Eyes doesn't quite make it. If Chain's family, I believe if Chain's family doesn't win their match, then 8 and 7's viable. And Avidity Eyes would have had the better map record, or the better bushels. Thank you for the follow, Magical. I believe that's correct. So it's like Avidity Eyes did, I mean, like, really started to blow up there at the end. Won some big matches. Like I said, that big win over Dildux is huge. And still just ended up kind of falling short because, you know, just the ball didn't bounce their way, you know? Like, the teams that needed to lose, they didn't lose. So but hey, you know, it ended up being a pretty cool season out of Avidity Eyes. You know, Juice, I'm happy I've gotten to know you on stream and your squad on stream. And I look forward to seeing y'all back here in Master Division for Season 5. Unfortunately, I mean, again, we don't have... top 8 makes playoffs, yes. Top 8 makes playoffs, and then top 12 stick around in Master Division. Bottom 4 get relegated out, but the very last slot's a forfeit, right? But still, bottom 4 get relegated down to expert. Whoever gets top 2, whoever makes grand finals here in Master Division, which those playoffs will be next, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. Whoever makes it to grand finals will be in the relegation matches, taking on Shikigami and Amplify in relegation matches for OWCS for Stage 2. Kim says, you think SNV advanced based on what Wikipedia says. Okay, so SNV have the map score? Because I believe it would be map score is taken into account first. It's also something I'm going to see if I can talk to the powers that be and see if we can get map score added on to this page. Because that's a pretty important... If that's going to be our deciding, like our first deciding factor in tiebreakers, then map score needs to be on this page, I think. Supernova close it out 15-0. No one able to topple Supernova, even with Extinction. SNV has better map score than Vax, according to Star. Okay. That should be SNV. Crescent says, don't listen to that. Okay, I mean... They do alphabetical order on here. Yeah. Oh, I guess it depends on what you're looking at. Yeah, I see. We need to see definitive map scores. I think that's what's going to decide this one, friends. I think that's what's going to decide this one. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, honestly, we're just going to have to wait and see. I'll tweet it out as soon as I know. But as I was starting to say, Supernova maintained their 15-0, a perfect season from Supernova, despite Haven getting stolen away at the beginning of Season 4 here. And on top of that, Chime retiring from Overwatch here more recently. I don't know if it was officially announced, but did actually say in one of our Twitch chats that they have moved on to play Rivals. Got a good opportunity and a good offer to go play Rivals and are having a blast doing it. But, I mean, still love the Supernova squad. Still always show up to support the Slimes, quote unquote. And Overwatch is still his favorite game, which I thought was really wholesome. But with all that said, I mean, big changes from Supernova, and they still maintain their perfect record here. Still are the team to beat, I think, heading into playoffs. What? What is it, Star? You're on a 2-minute delay, dude. Remember that. You're on a 2-minute delay. So, I mean, I saw it immediately, but you don't get my response for another couple minutes. Again, we'll just wait and see. If SMV does truly have the better map score, then they will get the slot. Then they'll stay in. Then they'll be 12th rank. Well, I mean, we'll wait and see. It's not that I don't believe you. I want to wait before I say anything final. I want to see it confirmed in the FACEIT standings and have it be officially announced and all that. That's all. But, yeah, according to Star, if that's accurate, SMV will get the slot. And they will stay in Master Division for Season 5. We will see Team Vex, Rotation, and Alternate back down in Expert. Which, honestly, I mean, how fitting and unsurprising would it be if we got another Nightmare Rotation Alternate Grand Finals for Season 5 of Expert? And then right back in Master Division for Season 6. It would be completely unsurprising. As much as I would love to bring y'all some of these Expert matches, here, we can take a gander at that, sure. I appreciate it, Star. Yeah, we'll take a quick gander at that. Okay, so this does look to be fully updated. All 15 matches in for every team, and we do get our map scores here. So with that, it does show SMV Esports at 17-37. Just barely able to beat out Team Vex by a 3 differential, which is pretty tight. Pretty tight. There you go. There you go. I mean, assuming this is all accurate. I mean, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. There's your regular season standings. I believe y'all on that. As I was starting to say, as much as I would love to cover one of these expert matches tonight, I've just got a lot of catching up to do. I'm feeling behind and a little overwhelmed, if I'm being honest, y'all. So let me get caught up on that. I did more regular season matches in week 7 than I have done in nearly a year of doing this. In 9 months of covering FACEIT League, I did more matches last week than I've ever done before in a regular season match, in a regular season week. So I have a lot of catching up to do. I want to try to get you a schedule done. I have VODs to catch up on. With that said, I don't need to add 3 more. It's the feeling of I'm going to be adding 3 more VODs that I have to edit and do, and be taking away more time to have to do them in. So as much as I would love to stream another match for y'all, I am going to go ahead and call it here and get myself caught back up. But playoffs for our Master Division start tomorrow. I will be right back. I will get y'all a schedule up ASAP. Since EMA got officially announced, we can go kind of take a look, and I'll figure out what I want to stream tomorrow and all that. But I'll try to get all that up for you as soon as possible. But thank you so much for hanging out, for bearing with me through the start of a little bit of a scuffed week. It was awesome to get our final Master Division matchup. I think we're almost done. We're almost done with season 4. We still have some expert matches to conclude. Got to figure out what's going on there. Which teams we're going to be seeing in Master Division for season 5. We gotta get some replacements, get some up and comers. We got some up and comers that I'm excited to get to highlight more. So it's been an amazing season. We're not quite done yet. Obviously, we still gotta get through the rest of this week, and we've got playoffs starting tomorrow for Master Division. We'll start on April 2nd, so next Tuesday, Monday, something like that for expert next week. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so very much. We get by with a little help from our friends, don't we? Stay awesome. Stay hydrated. I will see y'all tomorrow for more FACEIT League. For playoff FACEIT League. There you go. All right, bye, friends.